Hello friend, I want to share my recipe for living a blissful existence. Now of course, sometimes it's difficult, sometimes we have to go through the mud, the difficult things. However, the majority of your life can absolutely be a blissful experience if you allow it to be. Now a lot of us, the thought of allowing ourselves to be in bliss most of the time, it's just not possible with the duh and the duh and the blah, 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 the endless list of stuff that we just have to do. We've got to do this, we've got to do that, we've got to manage this. I get it, absolutely. However, you absolutely can bring joy and bliss to the majority of what you're experiencing in life. Does it make your life better on all levels? I don't know. That's up to you and your experience. But what I absolutely do know is if you do what I'm going to share in this video, it's going to make however you're existing in this life a slightly better experience. I'd say that's worth giving it a shot. See you on the other side. One thing I hear more often than not when I'm teaching is, how do I get from here to here and stay here? And this is the biggest question on this spiritual self-development path: how to master living in gratitude for what we do have in the here and now, and also longing for a better future and balancing the two. What happens is people go through life and they're always wanting more. They're always wanting to either be somewhere else or they're wanting something more than this. Then I'll be happy. This is the biggest trap of all of life, and this is what we've all got to master. When you break it down, it can be quite a simple recipe to follow. So here it is. Let's go. Number one, you got to know what you want. You got to know what it is that you're trying to get, trying to achieve. Otherwise, you might even get it and you don't even know that that's what you want. If you don't know what you want, this is a common thing. People don't always know what they want. That's okay. It can be difficult. They don't know what partner, what job, what career, what life they want. And that can be really difficult. So whether you know what you want, whether you're trying to figure out what you want, or whether you're completely, I don't know what's going on, the one thing that we've all got to do is dive into gratitude. And if you roll your eyes and you're like, oh, I'm doing that, or I've done that, and I'm still here, that's okay. But this is one thing that we have to master and stay committed to as a lifestyle on a daily basis, because this is just one element to the recipe. And I think this is where a lot of people go wrong, is they try a little bit of the good stuff and they do it for a little bit and they don't get the instant results. So they go, that's just a load of shit. But what I'm offering you, my friend, is a formula to master and to commit to. So number one, whether you know what you want or you don't know what you want, be grateful for what you have. And do this every single day, a gratitude diary, tuning in. And if you've got nothing to be grateful for, you're a liar. You can breathe. You can hopefully see the sky. Even if it's a cloudy, rainy day, you're alive. That is amazing. And the fact you're still alive means the universe is not done with you yet. You've still got stuff to do, to achieve, to become. So start with step one. Every single day, love absolutely everything. Start with yourself. Start with your heart. Start with your eyes. Start with your ears. Start with your voice. Sing. That's good. That's enjoyable. Dance, move. That feels nice. Tell someone you love them. Give gratitude to everything. And it might feel like a chore. It might be painful. It might be difficult. That's your sign that you're on the right track. You are lifting off layers and layers and layers of data and trauma if it's painful. But if you relentlessly, every single day, have the intention of falling in love with yourself and being able to appreciate everything that you use, everything that you have, this part of the process alone will open so many doors, will align you to great opportunities, will lift and raise your vibration so profoundly and positively so that other people will recognize it and just want to be around you, thus helping you to get better jobs or align to the right people or say the things that open up doors. So it's not all necessarily all just woo-woo when I say align. As you know, it's actually more of a practical thing. You're way more likely to experience miracles in your life if you prepare yourself to receive them. So number one, do this every day. Just relentlessly fall in love with yourself and everything around you, everybody, everything, and feel it. Feeling is the secret. Do this for an entire day. If it feels good, do it the next day. Set yourself a challenge. Do 3 days, do 5 days, do 7 days, do 10 days, do a month. Decide to do 100 days of whatever resonates with you. Start with one segment of your day. Tune in to love. We all know what love feels like. Even if we're not feeling it right now, we've experienced it before. Tune into love and start with a cup of tea. Start with looking at the sky. Start with breathing. Choose one thing and replicate this mission. And just keep segmenting your day and tuning into love. Your default setting is now love. Number two, this is my favorite. How can you expect to receive that which you desire, that you need, that you want, if you can't be grateful for everything that you already have now? How can you expect to receive more goodness into your life if you can't be grateful for everything in your life right now? This is the ticket. When you master number one and you start going, oh, right, okay, yeah, life is way better when I'm happier, when I'm optimistic, when I'm smiling, when I'm feeling good, when I feel love in my heart. It's undeniably better than when I'm not. And the other day when I was moping around and I was getting annoyed and I was in a low vibration and I almost wanted everything to be a bit shit, because misery loves company. The comfort in being sad. It's easier. It's not easy, but it's easier than the high vibes positive thing. That's just such an effort, and it always goes up and comes down. So why not decide that the default setting is love? And if you're not feeling love and you're in that low vibe, then you go, oh, hang on, what am I doing? This isn't my correct natural setting. Whoop, and tune back in to that love. And when we do this and we segment our day and we tune into love over and over again, we start to prioritize things to be grateful for. And you start to receive more things to be grateful for, because you're able to receive more of that you are already in love with and grateful for. This is the mission. Be grateful for everything. Absolutely everything. Show appreciation. Say, I love you. Thank you to yourself, from yourself, to any object, to the sky, to a memory, to an imagination. Love is really the answer. So back to number two, you get what you are, not what you need and want. This is a thing that we really need to remember. It's like a switch. If you notice that you're in that kind of that setting where it's just everything's a bit because of A, B, and C, and valid, it might be difficult. Everybody's got something going on, whether you see it or not. And it's a switch, and we're in control. And not all of us want to hear that. But we have the choice in any moment, no matter what is going on in life, to perceive it from a place of contentment, at least, or joy, love, and above. But at least just, it is what it is. It will be what it will be. As soon as you say it is what it is, that's optimistic. It's neutral, but it's closer to being optimistic. It was what it was. It is what it is. It will be what it will be. So remember this. You get what you are. If you want love, be love. Start by loving yourself and everything. And then you become open to accept more love and allow more love and receive more love. What happens is when we're single and we're looking and we need it and we want it because we crave it and we desire it, and that's okay. Of course, we need to start there to set the intention, the imagination, the dream in motion. We need it. Once we've done that, once we're clear on what we want, who we want in our life, then it's up to us to go throw it out to the universe and let go of it and allow the actions we take, which hopefully we're taking actions, and surrendering yourself and the intention to the universe. That's when things can start to happen. But I bet you, if you come from a place of love and you decide who you want in your life or what you want, maybe it's a job, maybe it's more money, and you get specific, and you go, that's exactly what I want and need. And then you tune into that, tune into being in love. When you're in love, you don't necessarily need someone to come and love you, because they're there and they do. When you have money, I used to walk around looking at the street like that. That was how I walked for years, down the street, looking for money by my feet. I actually found a lot of money on the street because I was looking down there, but that's another story. But I was in need and want. I was wanting that money. And then when you start making money, or you have money, you stop looking at the street, so to speak, and you start to just be grateful for the money you have in your account, or maybe the new clothes that you bought, or whatever, and you feel better and relaxed, and you kind of chop off that need and that want. You just let go of it. As long as you keep taking those actions and you're clear on what it is you're working towards, when we remove the want, the need, the clinginess, the pushing and the pulling, and we set it free, that's when we experience it. So number 3, just keep taking that action. Keep going towards that North Star. If you're grateful for the now, every day, every morning, every afternoon, every evening, you're grateful for everything you've experienced, good or bad, just grateful for the experience of life. Regardless of how your day goes, amazing or just really shit, just be grateful for being alive. Do this as a default practice every day of your life. Things will change. Number 2, remember to be it, to live it, to breathe it, to come to the realization that because you've let go of it and you're just going to do it relentlessly, you're going to work towards it, you're going to seek it, that's already done. You're never not going to want it, so let go of it and just be it. Fake it till you make it, make it. Just be it, just do it, just have it in mind, even if you don't have it. Convince yourself that you do. And when you do convince yourself on a daily basis, you start to act differently. You start to create new opportunities. You start to manifest it into your reality quicker because you are it. You are able to receive. Like attracts like. And 3, if you're making the action, if you're working towards it, if you're moving towards it, if you're making yourself available to meet people, if you're doing the right work to get the promotion, then that is the recipe. That is the winning ticket. And the one thing that's only going to get in our way is that we forget. We wake up every day and we try and remember who we are. What do I do in this life? What have I got to do today? What did I do yesterday? What's everybody else doing on Instagram? Who am I again? Okay, yeah, what do I do? You know, this cup of tea, can do this routine. Oh yeah, this is who I am. And by the time we've remembered who we are and we start doing the things that we've got to do, we forget to think about the bigger picture. We stop tuning into the bigger picture because life happens and we've got stuff to do. We've got to-do lists, never-ending to-do lists. So every day, tune into the bigger picture before anything, before you tune into anybody else's life and what they're doing. Before you tune into these videos, tune into you and what you're doing. And this should dictate the videos that you watch. You're obviously on the right path. And when you do this every day, tune into yourself, be grateful for everything in your life, tune to the frequency that you're aiming for, and let go of the story of how it's gonna come and what have I got to do and all of that. You'll naturally just do it. Just keep creating action. This is the recipe. This is the recipe to a more blissful existence. And no matter what is going on, you'll manage it. You'll get through it like you always do. You always do. That's the beauty. You always get through it. You always break through. You always exceed your expectations. You wouldn't be watching this video if you didn't. So write these steps down, commit to these steps like it's a religion. It's not religion. It's just some really awesome information that makes life easier. And if you do it, you'll notice it. And when you do, let me know down below because I want to hear your story. I want to know about your wins. And before you go to bed tonight, before your head hits that pillow, do yourself the biggest favor. Do your future self the biggest favor. And check out the big transformation course in the link below. This course, this big transformation course, is a step-by-step guide, a roadmap, a blueprint plan for you to simply just show up and follow. I created basically something that I wish I'd had to help guide me so I didn't fall off the track so often, not know where I was going, not know what my next step was. I created a journey so you can walk through it at your own pace, on your own time. No one going like that, just as and when it feels good to you, and know exactly where you're going in life, know what you're doing, know what your next steps are, know how to balance life, know how to manage, break through, break free, overcome, heal, create strategies. Oh, it's amazing. And if you take this leap, my friend, if you click that button and you decide that yes, this big transformation is exactly what I need this year, I will be in that course all the way to guide you, to inspire you, to make sure that the vision you create is the vision that you will succeed in. I'll be with you to hold your hand and guide you the way into 2023 and beyond. I'll be there to guide you all the way, to whisper in your ear when you need it, that inspiration, that motivation to push you over the hill. Ultimately, I just want you to experience this experience. You create yourself a mission and you accomplish that mission, and you have the tools that you need. You no longer have to be on this seeking journey, always looking for the next thing. Once we break through that seeking journey, we can just be, we can create and enjoy and live. And I'd love you to experience that experience. So click the link below. I'll see you on the next one.